Hello, one and all, and welcome to the August full moon crystal grid build. This is the reaping moon or the sturgeon moon. Depending on the culture, the reaping moon is basically the sign of the first harvest. This is when you're going and reaping the fields, cutting down the hays and the grasses to gather the wheats and grains for this season. Or this is when the things like the salmon and the sturgeon are all spawning, going upriver. They're going to mate and breed, so it's easier to catch them. And those of us knowing that here in August it is hot, it is sunny and bright. That is why right now the energies we're dealing with are 100% solar. This is very intense energy. It's also going to be coming through in various ways depending on how you yourself work with the sun. This is a type of energy that is like rejuvenating and kind of empowering. If you work closely with the sun, like it's something that really empowers you. If you've been doing a lot of work during the day and trying to manifesting to try to utilize that light to your side right now, what's going on with everything, this is the time to really start reaching in and feeling that harvest, that energy's coming in. And just because of that, we're going to start first by calling in the directions, getting this thing started, and we'll go through everything as we put it onto the table. So first and foremost, we will call in the east, the wind, knowledge, movement, freedom, the seeking of change and being ever flowing and moving. All that lives in the skies and the ethers, and that brings us inspiration and new ideas. We're going to call you in. And then to the south, to the fire, to passion, to light, fuel that warms our body, the sun's heat, the fires at night, all the things that dwell within the raging tempests of fire. We welcome you in. To the west, to the earth, to the ground beneath our feet, to all that has come before us, all that is here, all that is yet to be, the nurturing ground beneath us, the forests and fields that feed us, and all the creatures great and small. We welcome you in. To the north, to the water, to the depths of emotion, the ceasing endless vastness of wisdom, to the deepest depths of the ocean. We call and we welcome you in, all the things great and small that live there. And to the present moment, all that is, all that was, and all that will be, and all moments frozen in time, because the future is here, the past is here, now is here. Keep turning. I'm still learning the orientation of this place. It's not fully square like my old apartment was. To the great energies above us and surrounding us, to the great Father above, the source of all life and energy, we welcome you in to help guide us through this creation process. All right, so first things first, we are working with an old favorite. We have Garnet. Garnet is a base and heart chakra. It's a purifier and energizer. It brings good luck. It's used to help to drive off phantoms and demons. It's very empowering and energizing while also being very protective. It opens the heart to bestow self-confidence. Balances sex drives and emotional disharmony. And when used with other crystals, it can help to amplify their innate abilities. So at any point in time, Garnet's always good to have. It's also a good harvesting energy. We're bringing in with this. We are taking stock and care. Garnet is very structured, geometric. It's there to look out for us. Next, we are stepping over into another familiar category where we have Carnelian. This is a red-orange agate. It's another sexual energy stone. It helps to clear the mind during meditation. It helps to overcome abuse and difficult traumas. It's an energy stabilizer. Helps keep you in this present reality, helping to keep you revitalized. It helps to stimulate abundance and creativity. And to go along with that, we're also working with red Jasper. And red Jasper is a nurturing stone. It helps to give determination in all pursuits, especially giving support during conflict. Gives gentle stimulation, grounding, energy, and helps bring problems to light before they escalate and become worse, which I know we could all use a little bit of that. I'll use a little help making sure shit don't go haywire. And these guys are just gonna all kind of come together and bridge some gaps. Give a real focus to this energy we're taking in, because it's going to be fairly intensive. There's a lot that is going to be poured in with this solar energy, because we've been doing a lot to bring home a lot, you know? It's not like we've just been sitting around with our thumbs up our asses waiting for shit to happen. A lot of us have been doing work towards it. We've been striving towards new goals and new futures and new possibilities. This is going to act as a really good foundation to all of that. It's going to really just push everything through if it already hasn't. Next, we're going to go over to an old favorite that we all know and love. Good old citrine. You can't talk sun energy without talking citrine. This is the yellow quartz. It's a cleanser and regenerator. Said to carry the power of the sun. Go figure. Helps to govern the physical body and its functions. The darker it is, the more spiritual aspects it works towards. It's again energizing and creative. It absorbs, transmutes, and grounds negative energy and even attracts more abundance. So again, there's going to be a real big theme here of abundance and bringing things in. Excuse me. And a lot of creative energy. A lot of us have been working in those directions, and a lot of those things are going to start coming to fruition. We're going to start reaping the harvest from those endeavors. Let's see, let's grab some more of you guys. Let's go with this. These are some nice smoky citrine coming in here. There's going to be a lot of spiritual creativity coming through. A lot of passion being ignited. Dreams and goals that have been worked towards are coming through. And, you know, the best example of this is those who've been working in a garden. If you've been working in a garden this whole year, now you're starting to finally see the exploits of your hard work. There's another long one. We're going to take more of this lovely, lovely citrine. Push it around. This is going to be a very hot energy, which not always the best news, but it's news nonetheless. So don't take any of it personally when you're out there sweating balls, because we all are. And it's probably the sun lamp I'm sitting underneath, but I'm starting to get kind of toasty. Next is another very obvious stone to be using in this situation. This is Sunstone. Sunstone's another lower chakra stone. It leads the life path to the current incarnation, helping you to fulfill karmic contracts and renegotiate when they're no longer necessary. It helps to restore sweetness to life and helps self-nurturing of oneself so you can get back to who you really are. It links to gods of fortune, luck, and the sun. It helps to remove vampiric hooks in the chakra and aura field. Very helpful for cord cutting if that's what you need to do right now. Helps to release inhibitions and hangups, helping to reverse failure, and even protecting ourselves against the destructive forces that by instilling joy into life and heightening our own intuitions. Because as we all know, things that get in our way the most is ourself. I can say that very honestly about myself and without any real shame. Though sometimes it feels like I should, but I don't. Because I always like to say shame is only for those who can afford it, and I'm broke. But hopefully this energy coming in will help to alleviate that for me. Next, and certainly not least, is Tiger's Eye. Tiger's Eye is another sun-related stone, but this is also sun and earth energy. So it helps to combine the two of those, helping to anchor down all those high spiritual energies into your earthly body and self. Helps to relieve mental distress and physical disorders, helps with self-worth and creativity blocks, getting focused when spaced out. It helps to facilitate assertion and anchoring change, and recognizing that our faults are there to be overcome by utilizing the talents that we have. And again, helps with correct use of power and breaking addiction. So if you're struggling with things, this type of energy right now is really going to be helpful. Like, particularly when you're dealing with like addiction related issues, coming off of medication. Like there's going to be a lot that people are going through, and we can use all the help we can get. I gotta do some sorting. Boom. Boom. This is going to be a very pleasant energy, even though it is very intense and hot. But intense doesn't mean bad. I feel that a fun stone just to add in as a little guest of honor, you could say. It's one of my personal favorites, Yiming Zhu. Let's see if I can do it, but motherfuckers glow. These are perfect ways to represent and show the absorption and transference of this intense solar energy and light. And I just personally love this stone. It's just so calm and peaceful. Really just helping to anchor the intensities coming through, you know? Oh, yeah. Let me see. What can I do? Still got some space in there. Here we go. Throwing in a touch of copper just to help amplify things along. What else we got to play with? See, I should be able to fill in all of the gaps with a little bit of good old blue kyanite, or in the context of what's going on, we want some clear blue skies. You want that beauty coming through, just kind of soften everything as it's getting thrown around. Yeah, that's looking mighty fine. Though do have some guys left, so we can go one there, one there, one there. There we go. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. That's got some heat to it. let's go through and finish this all up together. These stones all harmonize very nicely together normally. So this shouldn't take very much work before they're all just spinning. Even though it's not overly needed and necessary, just to make sure there's a ground, there's stability here. All this change and creative flow, we don't need it getting out of hand, going too crazy, having too big ideas, being too grandiose. It's like, being creative is fine. Being explorative is fine, and passionate is fine. Just have a little grounded reality with it. Don't start taking on 50,000 projects because they all sound fun. So this is a good time to make plans for things, because you might not get to everything this summer. There's only a month left before we start transitioning back into fall and autumn. And then before you know it, we're right back in winter. Just solidify down this solar fun, this heat, this intensity. Yeah. Spinning this Sunstone that's there in the grid itself. Yeah, with all this energy coming through, just keeping in mind that this is very potent and intense energy, is going to be feeling like a lot of strokes of good fortune and good luck are coming your way. But keeping in mind that, you know, all good things come to an end, lucky streaks all break. So take the luck as it comes, take the fortune as it comes, but don't forget your gratitude. Don't forget respect and reverence. Like, just because it's here doesn't mean it always will be. There's always options and opportunities for things to no longer be. And but at the same time, it's like you get those creative sparks and urges, use them, listen to them, let it take you. Go on the adventure that it's calling you for. Let passion take the wheel for a minute. Stop trying to logic your way through everything. sorry. My depth perception's shit lately. I didn't mean to hurt you. Didn't mean to make you cry. And yes, I realize I'm a few days late on this, coming in after the full moon. But this is some intense energy coming through. Not only do we have a full moon right now, we've got another one at the end of the month giving us a blue moon. And on top of that, both of these moons are super moons. And they're during the late summer, which is just an indicator of some fairly intense shit coming our way. It's going to be a grand old time. Let's enjoy it. Everything's changing, so we may as well change with it. Solar patterns are changing, wind patterns are changing, magnetic fields are changing. Let's ride it by the waves as it gives us this new potent energy to play with. Because this is a good change. This is a needed change. And we're going to look back on this and be like, damn. This is when shit got sparked. This is when that flow started to happen again. This is that time. And with that said, let us seal this deal. The grid is set. The energies are claimed. All that's left for us to do is work with it. And with this energy, it's going to be fun. So go play, go be creative. Let that sun charge you. I know it might be exhausting, but it's giving us so much more information, so much more downloads right now that it's going to be a lot to take in. But that what we're taking in is going to become something more than it already has. And I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see it. So, welcome to this lunar cycle. Unless